Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Guys, today is Friday. Oh, what is happening? TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, I'm so excited. Right here in Lagos, Nigeria, the weather is so cloudy. But as usual, as a Pluvophile, I am enjoying the weather, but not only man remain. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, guys. Welcome back to Sail with me, Shortly Media. You get the gist. As it do waiting, as it dey hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel, or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist, brewing from the cooking part? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurts? Meanwhile, talking about the gist as it hurts, it is the white Lambo. Oh, sorry. Lamborghini, because I know my money is just in my mind right now, because I just have Pere and Mercy thoughts, and I'm like, no, should I prefer white Lambo or Percy? Which one? But anyways, it is Lamborghini birthday. Yes, baby, that is as hot as fire. You know, happy birthday to you, Mercy AK. May the good Lord bless your new age, and may God grant all that your heart positively desire. Talking about Lamborghini, let's start it off with Lamborghini's diary session. It is the birthday girl diary session, and of course I would say this is the semi diary session, because I'm very sure the housemates will have their final diary session on Sunday. You know, Biggie really did them well. 3 diary sessions this week, right? Meanwhile, please, if you're hearing sound of thunder or storms or wherever, please, it is raining here, like I said earlier. Just ignore those sound, okay? So the Mercy's diary session is just all about her coming back this season because of lack of people acceptance that she won her season hands down as being a gamer. You know, she said people had this doubts that what if there's been a lot of what if you wouldn't have, you know, all those, you know, questions about her win, you know, and she want to prove that right now. That's why she came back, you know, that people refuse to fully give her flowers and say, Mercy, congratulations for winning Pepper Dem season because of you played that game. But rather they are saying you actually winning because of this happened, or you actually won because of that happened, and she do not like it. And now she came back, you know, to actually prove to them that, see, I won because of I am a gamer and I am good with this game. And so far, so good. She says she has been doing well, and she hopes that she has proved, not that she hopes, she says she knows that she has proved that she is a gamer. She has gotten far to this game, that anything that happened from Sunday, that she has done her best and she's leaving the rest for God. That anything that happens on Sunday, she would take it with her full chest, you know, but she knows that she has done well. Anyways, Mercy, if they have not told you, I'm telling you that you won Pepper Dem season because you deserve the win. Ignore whatever people are saying, it doesn't matter anyways. Anyways, let's talk about General Pere. The general spoke how he received his message of coming back to Biggie's house when he was in Las Vegas, you know, that he just came back and he saw it. It was just like a dream. Like, he was like, waiting this up. Then he started running through his mind that, like, it was loads of joyful moments, like, what will now happen? Who is coming? Who is not coming? When he was saying all of this to Biggie, in my mind, I'm like, was it not the same Pere when somebody asked him, are you coming for Big Brother All Stars? When we started hearing the news. Now, if you follow my channel, then you will know that I was giving full down new gist of what will happen in this All Stars, and everything has happened. People that would come and all not, you know. And then they asked Pere then that, are you coming? One of his lovely fans, a patriot, asked Pere, are you coming for the All Stars? And Pere was like, is that a crusade? Because previously he has been talking about how he has a calling to be a pastor or something. So he was like, is that a crusade or something? People were like, oh, so Pere is not coming. But last he said he was having sleepless nights after he received the call of him coming to Biggie's house, you know, that he was so happy. He was thinking of the housemates who will be coming and all of that, you know. So he said the weeks in Biggie's house has been so sweet, you know, that it has been so beautiful, you know, that he has made good connection, and also that he is happy to have made a connection with somebody who is top notch. And Biggie said he should come out playing, and he said yes, that he's happy that he has made friendship with Mercy AK. So guys, we said these housemates are cruising, that I mean Mercy and Pere, but there is one thing for sure, there is a connection there. That is one thing we all should know, because even Mercy said this last week is one of her best week ever. Then can you tell me why? All I know is now from cruising, feeling they enter, and even if Mercy and Pere would not have anything outside of the house, one thing I am sure they would have is friendship, because that there was no friendship between them prior the show. Okay, talking about Baye, Gen Z body, in her diary session, Biggie asked about what she was doing, how was life with her before she got the call of coming back. She was like, she is trying to start up her own business, her own clothing brand, and it has not been easy. She was confused. She don't even know how to start the clothing brand anyways. She has been thinking, that life has not been that easy for her before she received the call, and then she was so happy. She was like, so she was choosing among the people who should come back to Biggie's house, and then she is back and she's so happy on what the house has made her to be, that thank you to Biggie, that Biggie has made her a star. And Biggie told her that she made the right decision for coming to this All Stars, for accepting this second chance, because this season has actually brought out the star in her, and she was so happy. She told Biggie thank you, she said she has enjoyed her stay in Biggie's house back to back from the beginning to the very end, and even getting to the finale, which she was not even expecting to, that she is super duper grateful. And then for Cece's diary session, Cece was actually, she said what she was doing. Okay, Biggie asked as usual, what was she doing as and when she received Biggie's call. She said she actually finished her first film and was planning to actually have a vacation. But as God may have it, she did not receive her visa, because if she had received it, she would have traveled before she would get the info of coming back to the house, because she's really happy that she got here, she's back in Biggie's house for the second time, because if not, it would have been something she would have regret. If she was outside of the country and she saw that, it would have been something she would have regret, because she wouldn't have made it to the house. That she is grateful to be here, and then Biggie said there wouldn't have been an All Stars without Cece, and she felt so special. So she said back to back that her special moments in the house, from the parties, to all the fun time in Biggie's house, she also told Biggie that despite that the tax was quite too much and draining, but at least it's one of the moments in Biggie's house. And then she asked Biggie to please try and be calling them, even if it's once in a year outside of the house, that they still need him outside of the house, And then Biggie was like, she has been lamenting on this anyways, and Biggie was like, do not worry that you wouldn't need Big Brother outside of the house, And for Cross diary session, you guys know Cross now. He's the Yaya master. He knows how to carry round talk all over. Anyways, he said when he received the call, he was upstairs from his room. He wanted to go and ease himself, and he saw the call that somebody called. That it wasn't a call of like coming for All Stars. It's like, would you want to participate in something? And he was like, wow, this would be an interesting one. And after receiving that call, that he ran downstairs, went to meet his cousin Cheta, and was telling the cousin of the opportunity that is coming his way and all of that, And then he was so happy, and he said last season he came fourth, and he believed that this season he could be able to come, maybe even if he never can tell third, second, or maybe the winner, and also that he came to actually change narrative and also let people know that we could live and let's live, like grow while others are growing. Like him as well can make you grow, you can make him grow, That is what he has come to change. And he also spoke about, he started speaking up, Cross, now when they diverse, they go about how cleanliness in the house, how him and White Money was the only people taking out the bin, how City poured water on the table. Cross, I said if he has gone to the diary session, he has not mentioned, you're our brother, our elder brother, we your siblings, some of these your siblings. If he has not said that, he no go rest. I'm telling you, he said a lot actually, how the ninja helped them throw the bin, that how the housemate neglect things, that he has learned a lot in the house, through meeting of this housemates, and that he prays to get to that when he got to this All Stars, he never meant to get to the finale, but as God may have it, that it was like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and now he's in the finale, that God has a reason why it is so for him. And then I actually left Adekunle's diary session last, because maybe I would say maybe it's I don't know if I should say it's the one I preferred more, maybe, because it was Adekunle before Cross. Cross was the person that had the last diary session anyways. So Adekunle's diary session, he's actually happy to come back in Biggie's house, looking at his previous season, how everything went, but coming back here, he believed that he has showed up some other part of himself, like doing some things that he didn't do from the previous season that he's really happy he came back, that the week has been so great with Ebuka coming, that he was thinking that from his season when Ebuka came, he left with someone, but this time around Ebuka came and did not live with anybody. That it was actually surprising that everything taking new dimension, what you planned or think that would happen, would not really happen, and that he made it in his season to the finale. This season he's also here to the finale, and he is also grateful, of what the platform has, turned out to be for him, and he also spoke about some of the housemates, which I was thinking is not really needed, but he spoke about CC. He said he has noticed something he said he has learned a lot from the housemates, really, because Biggie asked the question. So he thinks some of the things he has learned from the housemates. He said for like CC, that he has noticed that CC has this spirit of a fighter, like regardless what the war would be, I am ready and I would actually overcome, I would triumph, and then he has noticed from Cross, that's from the game they played, that Cross has shown that he's this person that is kind of hopeful, that Cross has a good heart. Now, talking about Cross has a good heart, most of the housemates, if not all the housemates, has always said this about Cross. They have always said this about Cross, that Cross has a heart of a child. When they say somebody has a heart, tabula rasa, it's like a clean slate, like nothing is in your heart. People have said that about Cross, and when many people have said that about one person, that means there is a true thing about that. They have noticed him as being a free-spirited, for you to see how pure these people have seen Cross. They have seen Cross so pure that they expect he shouldn't be able to like he should not sin or something, as if he's not human. There's something Adekunle told Cross one time in the kitchen. Adekunle told Cross that Cross, you did something that surprised me. But I think it's about that what's it called? Getting to the finale of buying the minute or something. Cross was like, but I'm human now. Why can't I do something that would offend you? Do you think, he was like, no, because I think you're a good person. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, hey, what they have this high expectation on Cross, So it's safe to say that Cross has the purest soul in that house. Anyways, back to after Cross, he said something about Baye, that there is something he learns from Baye, that Baye has audacity. That Baye has this audacity, that yesterday during the pool party, when he was doing this, and Baye went to take hot dogs for herself, put in the grill. He was like, why did you not put hot dogs? He was like, Baye replied that nobody cares about me, so I have to care for myself. And he was like, for somebody who has this perception about the house, like nobody cared about her. Yet Ebuka asked a question when he came and said, is there any of you at any point that you really want to leave the show? That Baye said no, that there was no point, that she wanted to leave the show. Rather, she was even praying to be in the finale. That he learned something from her there, because for her to feel that she's not loved in the house, and yet there was no point in time that she feel like she wanted to go or more, that he really learned something there, that he really hopes that he would really love to have conversation with Baye outside of the house. When he said that, it brought me back. I'm like, so at least he knew that house was quite uncomfortable for that girl at the point. And that's why I said, you see that Baye, she's a strong chap. She is very strong. What she has pulled out as a 22-year-old, some people in their 30s would not pull it out. Some people would have asked for a voluntary exit, but she did it with her full chest, and she was still in that house, still praying. In fact, some persons will not have the courage she had for that final head of house game, so that would transport her to the final, because she would be like, I beg, she been at this after that they treat me anyhow, make her even go self. But no, never for one day did she have that feeling. Does that give that this is the spirit of a winner? Anyways, we'll see how Sunday plays out, but I think Adekunle actually admired that about her. When he got out of the diary session, I mean to say, he actually was having some conversation with Baye. Though he went out looking at the weather, how cloudy the weather is, went to disturb the press, see that is Mercy and Pere, and went to meet Baye. There's this conversation he was having with Baye, and I hope Biggie does not give you a strike. I'm like, which one Lile Baye don't do again? No, which one this Gen Z body don't do? Because I know people are literally having a candle prayer for Baye, that this girl, please, I beg, respect yourself all through till Sunday. Even if she did not win this game, at least make it not be saying a strike, because Biggie did not deserve that strike. And unlike Biggie, Biggie always deserves strike, as in, like, would be like, he has ended up the strike. But Adekunle is saying something about strike, but I don't know what that is. I hope Baye is safe anyways. Coming from Frankly Speaking with Glory, I really liked Adekunle's diary session today, and it made me wonder if Venita was still in the house. Would he be this cool now? Especially with Baye. I know the answer to this, but I am just thinking out loud. Oh, probably I'm not the only one thinking about this. It is how funny how me and this lady reason alike. I was even thinking about that. Sometimes the friendship you make in the house will determine the kind of person you are. I have known Adekunle from his season to be somebody that is a straight talker, who is neutral, or as in see things like this. See this is how it is. But this season, I would not say that about Adekunle anyways. Could it be because of Venita? Nah, he sabi. Biggie, how are you today? What is your highlight? Then Cross, I am a sweet baby boy. I always clean the kitchen. The housemates are not tidy. Sissy refused to clean. You go explain tire, no evidence. Cross diary session, I would say maybe it's one of my worst diary session because he would go around the corner. Anyways, coming from Isabella, Cross and White Money are the clean guys in that house. See what he said about the trash can. If he, Cross, and White Money don't offload the trash can, nobody in that house will. Sad. The funny thing is, I told you guys since the first week to this last week, the housemates are always talking about hygiene in that house. Very soon they will go back to their houses. I don't know whether that's how they do in their own houses, or maybe because most of them housekeepers and house help, that's why. But that does not even make somebody to be dirty anyways. Guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now. I have spoken enough. I am leaving the comment section as usual for you guys to operate on. Thank you so much for sailing with me. Bye for now, guys.